Emotional entanglements can feel like invisible threads that subtly control our thoughts, actions, and ultimately, our happiness. Yet, by harnessing the wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, we can master the art of emotional resilience. Stoicism, rooted in rationality and self-control, provides invaluable insights into managing our emotional landscape. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes focusing on what we can control, urging us to face life's challenges with courage and tranquility. Today, we dive deep into the teachings of Stoicism to equip you with strategies to emotionally detach from relationships that no longer serve your well-being. By applying Stoic wisdom, you are not just avoiding unwanted emotions, you are embarking on a transformative journey towards personal freedom. Picture navigating life's emotional upheavals with the calm of a Stoic philosopher, making decisions based on reason rather than fleeting feelings. So why Stoicism for emotional detachment? Because it shows us that true power lies in our response to external circumstances, not the circumstances themselves. The principles of Stoicism help build a mental resilience that shields against emotional disturbances, enabling us to maintain inner peace regardless of outside influences. Together, we will explore these timeless insights, learning to detach from emotional dependencies and appreciating the liberating clarity comes with this philosophical approach. Join me on this enlightening journey to rediscover your inner strength through the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. If you value this journey, please support us by subscribing. Let's begin. Number 1. Mastering emotional detachment. Have you ever wondered why some people seem unshakable, navigating life's ups and downs with a calm resilience? What if you could harness that same emotional fortitude? Imagine this. You are holding the remote control to your emotions, able to flip through channels without being dictated by external circumstances. Sounds empowering, doesn't it? Let's start with a story. Consider a friend of mine, Sarah. She was deeply entangled in a relationship that constantly drained her. Despite the clear signs of emotional fatigue, she clung to it, fearing the unknown of letting go. Her situation isn't unique. Many of us, at some point, find ourselves giving others the power to control our emotional state. Why does this happen? And how can we reclaim our own emotional remote? Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca offer profound insights into this dilemma. They teach us that the key to emotional resilience lies in focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. Marcus Aurelius famously advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This principle is crucial in understanding the power of detachment. Let's break it down. When we hold on too tightly to people or situations, we allow them to dictate our happiness and sadness. It's like Sarah. Let her partner's actions determine her emotional state. First step to mastering detachment is recognizing the root of our attachment. Are we seeking validation? Afraid of loneliness? By understanding the why, we can start to loosen the grip. Imagine your emotions as a kite. Each string attached to someone or something represents a direction. Your emotions can be pulled. If you hold on to too many strings or grip one too tightly, you're at the mercy of the wind. Stoicism teaches us to loosen our grip, not to become cold or indifferent, but to remain grounded and resilient. By deciding which strings to hold, we take control of our emotional well-being. Consider another example. Michael, who was consumed by the fear of missing out, spent countless hours on social media, comparing his life to the curated highlights of others. This only heightened his sense of inadequacy. By focusing on what he could control, his actions and thoughts, Michael began to detach from the unrealistic standards set by others and found peace in his own journey. Now let's bring in some science. Research in psychology supports the benefits of setting healthy boundaries. It prevents burnout and emotional exhaustion, fostering a sense of well-being. Clear communication and consistent enforcement of boundaries are essential. Say no when something doesn't align with your values or detracts from your well-being. This practice, emphasized by Stoics and validated by modern science, helps protect our emotional space. Think about this. How much of your emotional energy is spent on things outside your control? What if you redirected that energy towards personal growth and activities that bring you joy? By setting boundaries, you not only protect yourself, but also foster relationships based on mutual respect. So why focus on Stoicism for emotional detachment? Because it teaches us that true power lies in our response to external circumstances, not the circumstances themselves. The principles of Stoicism build mental fortitude, shielding us from emotional disturbances and enabling us to maintain inner peace, irrespective of outside influences. As we navigate this journey together, remember the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the practical insights of modern psychology. Detachment isn't about avoiding emotions, but about managing them healthily, allowing us to live more authentically and resiliently. Join me as we explore these timeless teachings and discover the strength within ourselves. Number 2. Mastering emotions with Stoic wisdom. How can we manage our emotions in a way that serves both our well-being and rational mind? The Stoics, from Marcus Aurelius to Epictetus, offer profound insights into this question. Epictetus famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, how you react to it that matters." This principle lies at the heart of the Stoic approach to emotion. In Stoic philosophy, managing and expressing emotions healthily isn't about suppression, but integration. We can't control what happens to us, but we can control our responses. Healthy emotional management begins with acknowledging and understanding our feelings without letting them dictate our actions. Stoicism teaches us to observe our emotions objectively, as if they were events outside ourselves. This practice aligns closely with modern cognitive behavioral therapy techniques, allowing us to determine if our emotional responses are reasonable and constructive before acting on them. Expressing emotions healthily means finding appropriate outlets that do not harm yourself or others. Writing, as Marcus Aurelius did through his meditations, offers a way to reflect on thoughts and emotions, gaining clarity and insight. Physical exercise can channel energy and reduce stress, aligning with the Aristotelian notion that virtue involves action and that the health of the body is linked to the health of the soul. Furthermore, discussing feelings in a straightforward and honest manner with friends or a therapist can provide relief and foster deeper understanding. Seneca emphasized the benefits of friendship and dialogue for emotional health, suggesting that a friend can act as a mirror to our souls, helping us see more clearly. The Stoic practice of journaling or reflection is particularly useful in managing emotions. This process helps detach from immediate emotional impulses, analyzing their causes and effects, fostering deeper understanding and resilience. By regularly assessing our emotional state, we develop a more stoic response to life's challenges, responding with reason rather than reactive emotion. Understanding attachment is critical in this journey. When you're attached to something, you operate from your ego. We are creatures of love at our core. But as we age, our ego takes the driver's seat, cluttering our lives with attachments. These attachments cloud our judgment and distract us from our essence, which is love. Viewing our desires and connections through this lens reveals the unnecessary weight they add to our lives. Imagine living from a place of love, not ego. This mindset allows us to trust in abundance and believe that what is meant for us will find its way. This isn't wishful thinking, but a deep-seated belief in our personal value and capabilities. It empowers us to let go, recognizing that attachments are merely anchors, limiting the vast ocean we're meant to explore. Begin by acknowledging the attachment, seeing it as a product of your ego seeking security and validation. Shift your perspective to understand that your worth isn't tied to this attachment. Your essence is enough. This understanding doesn't occur overnight, but through deliberate practice, prioritizing inner peace over external validation. Embrace the concept of abundance. When you let go of the fear of loss, the universe rewards you with more than what was let go. Detachment doesn't mean you care less. It means you understand better, staying true to your essence and letting love guide you rather than fear. The journey towards detachment is transformative. It's about shedding layers of the ego to uncover the resilient, love-filled soul beneath, moving forward with lightness, free from the burdens of attachment, and ready to welcome new blessings with open arms and a steadfast heart. By managing and expressing our emotions healthily, we align our actions with Stoic principles, achieving a profound peace of mind that arises from living in accordance with reason. Number 3. The art of setting boundaries. What truly lies within our control, and how can we master it? Epictetus offers a compelling insight. Some things are in our control and others not. This principle is foundational in Stoicism and crucial for setting healthy boundaries. Imagine navigating a world where you dictate your actions, responses, and decisions, rather than being swayed by external influences. Marcus Aurelius emphasized acting in accordance with one's nature, while respecting the nature of others. This balance is the essence of effective boundaries. Boundaries are not about isolation, but about self-preservation and mutual respect. They define how we allow others to treat us and what we expect in our relationships, both personal and professional. Practically, setting boundaries involves clear communication and consistent enforcement. It means saying no to things that do not align with your values or detract from your well-being. This might involve limiting time spent with certain people or avoiding conversations that lead to stress or discomfort. Seneca advised, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve." This reciprocal approach to relationships is only possible with clear boundaries. Modern psychology supports this Stoic wisdom, recognizing boundaries as essential for emotional health. They help individuals define themselves and their interactions with the world, preventing resentment, burnout, and emotional exhaustion, conditions contrary to a life of virtue and reason. By setting and respecting boundaries, we protect our emotional space and foster relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. The Stoic rule to set healthy boundaries is deeply intertwined with their core philosophy of living according to reason and virtue. When we establish clear boundaries, we live more authentically, aligned with both our internal values and the external world. This alignment leads to eudaimonia, true happiness and flourishing. Setting boundaries is not just about avoiding harm, but actively cultivating a life that is robust, peaceful, and deeply satisfying. Number 4. Confronting the illusion of the ego. How often does your ego deceive you into thinking that you are not enough, or that someone else's life is better? This illusion can trap us into clinging to others for validation. The Stoics teach us to see this illusion for what it is and to not let it distort our self-perception. Confidence and inner healing begin with acknowledging your uniqueness and worth. However, this doesn't mean separating yourself from the human experience. It's about recognizing that while each of us has unique paths, no single path is inherently superior. Our stories are interwoven in the larger tapestry of life, each thread significant. In relationships, the ego can whisper lies of scarcity, making us fear the loss of someone unique and irreplaceable. True emotional detachment is about embracing the universe's abundance and our capacity for love. It's about acknowledging that our completeness doesn't rely on another's presence. This realization frees us from fear-based attachment, empowering us to love freely without desperation. Stoicism teaches us to see every individual, including ourselves, through a lens of equality. Everyone we meet and might lose plays a role in our journey, but no role is indispensable. By internalizing this, we cultivate profound emotional strength, preparing us to face life's uncertainties with grace. The Stoics emphasize focusing on what we can control, our perceptions, actions, and will. Applying this to relationships and detachment brings genuine peace and resilience. We shed the illusions cast by our ego and embrace the liberating truth of our shared humanity. Number 5. Cultivating self-reliance and emotional detachment. How often do we find ourselves clutching onto the past, afraid to let go, fearing the unknown that comes with release? Epictetus wisely noted, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." This insight lies at the heart of fostering self-reliance and mastering emotional detachment. Imagine you are holding a rope so tightly that your hands start to ache. You fear letting go because the unknown feels daunting. Yet, what if letting go didn't mean falling, but rather reaching out for something better? This concept is crucial in the Stoic philosophy of personal growth and detachment. Self-reliance begins with understanding that true independence stems from mastering your internal state. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This underscores the Stoic belief that happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from external circumstances. By focusing on your own thoughts and actions, you develop an internal locus of control, believing that your actions influence the outcomes in your life. The process of emotional detachment is about recognizing and overcoming the fear of missing out, FOMO. In today's world, we often compare ourselves to others, especially through the curated highlights of social media. This comparison creates an illusion of perfection in others' lives and steals joy from our own. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, and our growth. This mindset allows us to let go of unnecessary attachments and live fully in the present. Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Facing challenges head-on, rather than avoiding them, builds personal strength and wisdom. Letting go of past experiences and relationships that no longer serve us is a bold step toward personal freedom. It opens the door to new opportunities and allows us to grow and flourish. In practical terms, fostering self-reliance and practicing emotional detachment involves regular self-examination and learning. Reflecting on your virtues and flaws, setting personal goals, and striving towards them with diligence enhances self-awareness and resilience. It means minimizing dependence on external validation and finding confidence and contentment within yourself. This doesn't imply isolating oneself, but valuing others' opinions without being dependent on them for your self-esteem. Embracing these Stoic principles, you learn to navigate life with an internal compass unaffected by external circumstances. This practice not only prepares you to face life's uncertainties with grace, but also enriches your interactions with others, allowing for more authentic and meaningful relationships. Remember, letting go isn't an end. It's a courageous step towards a life you truly deserve. By cultivating self-reliance and emotional detachment, you become the primary architect of your happiness and virtue, living in harmony with your deepest values and embracing the Stoic ideal of living in agreement with nature. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic principles for emotional detachment, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've undertaken. Stoicism, with its deep heritage and profound understanding of human emotions and resilience, offers timeless wisdom applicable to our modern lives. 5 rules we've covered are not just strategies but pathways to a more fulfilled and balanced existence. This journey into Stoicism reveals that detachment isn't about being indifferent or emotionally numb. Instead, it's about achieving freedom from the passions that disturb our peace and cloud our judgment. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to adapt to our present circumstances, underscoring that our happiness depends on our responses, not external events. Stoicism encourages us to look inward, find our equilibrium, and act with reason and virtue. Applying these principles to your life is not a quick fix, but a lifelong practice. Stoicism invites continuous engagement with your thoughts, challenging your perceptions and striving for a tranquil mind. Epictetus' advice to focus on what we can control is especially relevant here. By concentrating on our actions and attitudes, we align ourselves with Stoic virtues, leading to deeper contentment and emotional resilience. Let this exploration of Stoic wisdom be the beginning of your ongoing practice. Each day presents new opportunities to apply these insights, promoting not just detachment from negative influences, but also a deeper connection with the core values that make life meaningful. Embrace this wisdom and watch it transform not only your relationships, but also your approach to life's challenges. As you continue on this path, remember Seneca's words: "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This embodies the essence of Stoicism: continuous growth, learning, and adaptation in pursuit of virtue and peace. We would love to hear your thoughts and experiences with the 5 principles discussed. Share your insights in the comments below, or if you agree with all 5, simply comment with the number 5. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check out the recommended videos at the end of this one for more in-depth exploration of Stoic philosophy. Thank you for being part of our community. where we learn and grow stronger together, day by day. See you soon.